Do you identify as a witch, magus, wizard, or some form of magical being? This video is going to support you with clearing and healing any of the witch wound, so tune in. Welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Fola, and here on Deep Mind Squared, we talk all things magical practices and altered states. And I've been sitting with that concept of the witch wound. So whether you're someone that identifies with the occult, magic, or even calls yourself a witch, just have an open mind with me here. Many of us have gone through a variety of experiences in our life that can be rather challenging and have us playing small, less in our authentic self, less of us expressing ourselves and our beliefs or our truths. And here on this channel, we are all about you finding your own personal truth. So I feel like this is going to be transformational for you. So bear with me. Now, if you've gone through any form of past life regressions or explored aspects of yourself, you might have come across this idea that maybe in a past life, you were someone who was burned at the stake or experienced some very tragic sort of end of life. And with that, there's oftentimes a remembering in our cells, in our soul memory, to what those experiences may have been. This can even be carried through our ancestral bloodline, and so it's super important for us to become aware of the stories, or at least the energetics of these experiences, so that we can create a shift moving forward. If you're anything like me, you might have a curiosity around the occult or magic, and maybe you grew up in a world where that wasn't really looked at with a positive light. And so what's happened oftentimes, I know for myself, is there was a dimming down of that curiosity, of that internal magic, the willingness to share what I know or what I believe, and the willingness to be seen by others when I step into that magic. Really, this last year has been a profound movement forward into who I am authentically. And I'm sure you can see the same thing for yourself in your current situation. So here I want to share with you this energy healing and sort of channeled message to support you with whatever else might be showing up around this witch wound, and let's heal it. Let's really get this sense of authentic self-expression, being willing to show up no matter what, and to know and believe that you are safe in this lifetime. Because you have so much power. There's so much power inside of you already. It doesn't matter your situation. You're being supported and everything is happening for a reason. So as this energy is starting to flow to you now, just finding yourself in that comfortable place and taking a few deep breaths here. And calling upon that part of you, that divine self that is that witch, is that magus, the wizard, the magical child, and opening up the communications between you and that part of yourself. So as you go through this session, you may notice different sensations, tingling, heat or cold. You might see things or just get this sense of knowing, whatever it might be, it's all welcome here. Even if you just fall asleep and, recognize that nothing maybe is happening, that's okay. Something is moving at a deeper energetic level. And it may show up now, it may show up later on in days, weeks after. Just receive that guidance and the messages through the words and the vibrations that are spoken here or shared through the energetic movement. As you, dear one, you are magical. You are the co-creator of spirit. You are wise. You are connected to the earth and to the sky, the above and the below. It's like you as this focal point of energy, everything moving around, your own personal galaxy. willing to become your own central sun and recognize the worlds that you, dear soul, have been imprinting on. Just like the light of the sun imprints on the plants, on our skin, and all that it touches, you too have a data code. We're going to awaken that coding in this session here. We're going to genetically remove any of those witch wounds, any of those wounds from past lives, ancestral, intergenerational pieces within your bloodline, your galactic line, whatever it might be. We're just going to allow this machinery, this technology to remove those codes so that the new complete version of you that's always been there, maybe just sometimes interrupted by these excess codings, those are going to be remained here. And as your DNA is activating here, just breathing in. And in the throat chakra, the throat area, the divine connection of communication. Whatever stagnant energies are here, present since birth and beyond. Just asking those guides to support with clearing that energy, so that full voice and expression can occur here for you. In any way that self has been hated upon by others, and then it's been turned into self-hatred onto yourself through words, through actions, we're just going to clear that all now. Sometimes we can say things to ourselves that might not be the most loving, because it's other people's stories that we have just allowed to be imprinted, and then we've continued that programming. It felt comfortable, it felt known. Today you get to begin telling a new story. And some forgiveness here too. It seems as though for some of you it's been this recognition that maybe you didn't always stand up for others who were sacrificing themselves for the better cause of all witches. You know, there are some who are willing to stand up and believe and speak truth even back then or in the face of adversity. And perhaps you were someone, or you are someone now who struggles to do that and would rather keep quiet. So just, forgiving yourself for those experiences. Those are teachings. And any of those experiences that have happened in the past, it's like forgiveness, and you're being told by those folks that were close to you, like, it's okay. I know you did the best that you could. And can you believe that and let it go? Let those stories go and be like, okay, and now I'm going to be willing to stand in my power and to stand up for others when the time calls for it. It might take you time to find places in which you will fit in. Don't give up the look. Don't give up the search. And you will come to face resistance from some people. But they want to make it very clear that the more you stand up and not give in to those walls of resistance, the easier it will become. It will become so easy for you. It'll just become like a new skin that you wear. And you no longer have to take it off and put a new mask on. You are going to be able to just be yourself. So allow however the self of you now wants to show up in the world. And how can you make it the most mysterious and magical way? Like getting that sense of the snake, of just being almost like elusive and slithering and sly, and it's like playful and tricky, and something very beautiful about that. Just like a snake charmer would look into the eyes of a snake, there is this, hypnotic energy that you have. So will you allow yourself to play with it and know that just because you do that doesn't mean you're going to bite or hurt or cause harm? Trust. You're safe. You're being guided. And as those parts of you reawaken now, feel that power, that sense of just deep inner knowing and trust. You are loved. You are loved. Spirit is you, moving through you. Just sending so much love to you. Feel free to return to this video as many times as you feel called, or when times get really tough and you just are tapping again into that kind of victim hurt story of the witch wound. You return to this and let it just clear. And I feel like there's going to be a bumping into that time and time again, especially as you get deeper into yourself and you allow yourself to really fully be you and learn about the new ways in which you are you, because we are constantly evolving. So it's not a one and done sort of thing. So if you enjoyed this video, feel free to like and maybe share it with another witch, another magician, occultist, however you wish to identify. And until the next time, folks, I'll see you again soon.